Hey crew, it's Pitt, and I am back with another React. Today we're going to be checking out a hot new drop from my boy Tom MacDonald. You know we got to dig in and see what's up, and this is me versus you, and they're in red and blue, so we know where this is going already. So let's dig in and see what's up.
I'm the one that you hate for making America great, and I'm the one who's trying to build back better. We ain't the same. Yeah, you're
That's
right.
true.
There's a difference. Y'all are woke and we're awake. What a joke. Does white
Hey, it's already coming with heat. We already getting in it, boy.
privilege have something to say?
No, it doesn't exist, so it can't have anything to say.
Your president drove the country into the ground.
Truth.
The crime rate is through the roof. There ain't no jobs to be found.
Truth. They are to be found. You just can't be from here and get them. They're talking about these jobs that have been created. They have. They have been created. They've just been given to people coming across the border. That's where the jobs are being created from. They can have the highest unemployment that nobody's claiming unemployment anymore, so it's not recorded that way, but more people are looking at second and third jobs. That's part of the jobs creation, but a lot of those jobs are going to non-citizens, and that's why people are unemployed and we have jobs. That's what's going on.
Inflation going up. My kids need food in their mouths.
Bets.
You put the fake news on every TV screen in my house. Hold up. Your president a racist, homophobic, tried to
Nope. Untrue. Simply unfactual.
overthrow democracy.
Like, that's the only president going into his election cycle was pro. He was the only pro. Make your choice.
And everybody knows it. He will never make America great. It's
Let's
just
back
their
it up.
mouths. You put the fake news on every TV screen in my house. Hold up. Your president a racist, homophobic, tried
See that?
to overthrow democracy, and everybody knows it.
Well, there is no democracy. There is a republic that uses democratic procedures. I have a whole playlist on the Constitution and the Federalist Papers and the Declaration of Independence where we talk about that in great detail. Also, Plato's Republic, which I also have a playlist on, where you can go and see where they were talking about that 4,000 years ago.
He will never make America great again, like the slogan.
He can't, but we can with him as at the lead. With him as the guy who's leading the charge, we can take responsibility for that, and we can rise. We can do that. I believe in that. I think we got 12 great years coming if we win this election.
White supremacists, just like all of you who voted. That is
I've been saying for years. You can go back on this channel and I've said it. The pendulum always swings. And when the pendulum swings from the left to the right, it is disastrous. I don't want to see that. I don't, but it is coming. It is coming. People have had enough. The majority of people out there that don't say shit, that are not the squeaky wheels, the majority of people, even the ones who vote blue, have had enough of this stuff. And when it swings from left to right, like when it swings from right to left, things get a little bit wild, right? People get a little bit sexually promiscuous. People get a little bit not holding to standards. But when it swings back the other way, that's the part that people fear. When it goes back from left to right, because it has gotten so wild all the way to the left that it has to swing back. When it swings back, it gets bloody, and I don't want to see that. But it's coming.
it's not facts. All you woke morons do is talk trash. Drag queens in classrooms hate anyone who's not black. You're pro-white. You know that's what the Klan members are, right? You're anti-LGBT.
I'm loving this, man. My boy Tom is killing this.
Then why they always on your mind?
Because they saw we shoved down our throats, right? I am a minister who has performed same-sex marriages. I am not anti anything except indoctrination.
Bro, you're a
And I stop at the L and the G. I don't even get to the B.
boy, you're a girl. Stop playing stupid. You're screwing up the youth, and all the children are our future. You don't care about the kids. Look at all the school shootings.
I have a plan that will solve that.
You're pro-gun. It's your fault. Stop
But that's not it.
making those excuses. You think anyone who don't agree with you is just a bigot. You're a fascist. You're a Nazi.
This is real life arguments, right? Like one side is saying this is the things that have actually happened, and the other side is saying you suck.
Mad because you triggered. You're just jealous of the left because we're progressive and we're winning. Now I'm tripping that you won the election because you rigged it.
I have gone to great lengths to not get involved in this particular situation outside of other places, because these reaction videos tend to wind up under severe scrutiny for some reason, especially these. And so I have talked in great length about how, if you are not allowed to observe the counting of the votes, if every party represented on that ballot does not have a clear view of the counting process the entire way through, that district should be discarded completely. None of your votes count because your people decided to not allow free and fair elections. So you don't get counted in the final tally. That is what should have happened in multiple places where it made a difference. I'm not saying that they created things out of nothing. We don't know. We don't have witnesses. So if there was no witnesses allowed, if they were excluded from the building, if they were told to stay 100 feet over that way and look through binoculars, if any of that took place, then your vote doesn't get counted, and you should be holding your elected officials accountable for that.
They put you on the left.
Like they try to say, oh, well, there was no mass conspiracy. There didn't have to be. There's that one motherfucker rule.
Put you on the right. They tell you what to hate, then they tell you who to fight. Till you're screaming.
I don't hate you. I disagree with you. So I pray for you every single day. I'm out there praying for people I do not like.
Screaming.
I pray for Joe Biden by name every single day and for his benefit, for his presidency to flourish. I do every single day. And I don't like the guy. I don't at all. I disagree with that person completely in every single thing that he has ever done in his entire life.
They put you on the right. They put you on the left. They tell you who to hate. They do anything to get you screaming. Screaming. My president draining the swamp. We building walls. Your
Not fast enough.
president opened the border for one and all.
That is truly provable day one.
Now there's murderers and criminals evading the law. Walking right into America, our safety is gone.
That is absolute truth. Absolute truth. Like, there is no debating about that. That is literally facts.
My president ended pandemic, saved the economy.
No, he didn't.
And
This economy is not saved. I don't care how you want to spin the numbers. We can deep dive numbers. It is not true.
introduced
And the other part that I'm not even going to talk about, not true as well. That whole thing was massively overblown. Massively.
legislation fighting for our equality. His son smokes crack. I don't care about that.
I don't care about that either. I don't care about the gun charge. All gun laws are infringements unless you have already been convicted of a crime. The only time that you should be restricted from owning a weapon of any type is if you have been convicted of a crime or have been proven by doctors to be mentally unwell. And there should be a process to take them. It should be a legal process, and it should be onerous.
Honestly, he's raising all our wages. He can't raise his children
No, inflation is raising your wages, and if you don't understand how that is a terrible thing, then you do not understand economics at a basic level.
properly. You obviously pro-life. A woman's choice is going
Back it
to
up, I missed
introduce
one.
legislation fighting for our equality. His
Wait, back up. I missed it.
murderers and criminals evading the law. Walking right into America, our safety is gone. Well, my president ended pandemic, saved the economy.
No.
And introduced legislation fighting for our equality.
No.
His son
Fighting for our equality. You're already equal. All men are created equal. And that meant all people, but they considered, like, again, I got a whole playlist on that. But we have, slowly but surely, extended freedoms to more and more people. It has, right now, bitten us in the ass, but that's okay. We can still contract a little bit and keep freedom if we do it with the proper mindset.
son smokes crack. I don't care about that, honestly. He's raising all our wages. He can't raise his children properly. You
Like they talk about Trump as such a terrible person, and every single one of his children is a success. Like all of them are successful in everything they do. On the other hand,
obviously pro-life. A woman's choice is your right. I feel like abortion is important and you don't like. You're treating it like birth control. You're treating
we've talked a bit about this, and I've had to change my beliefs on this, right? And a lesson in correction is the video if you want to see it. And I have to take a firmer stance on that. I believe that once the DNA has combined, there is life there, and that God is growing something. And if you're taking that, that is a big problem, because don't kill people. I firmly stand on do not kill people. except in extreme circumstances, right? You can defend yourself, you can punish criminals. But other than that, like, there's no reason to aggress upon someone.
Treating them like your wife. I said that all lives matter, and I also meant unborn life.
Yeah.
You're so clever. Go ahead, make your little memes while we're bringing home the soldiers who were in the Middle East.
Excuse me, Mr. Sir. I take extreme exception to this one. Thank you, Mr. Sir. Thank you. Because I know that there was a plan to get our people out for the last administration. And I know that the guys on the blue side deliberately broke that contract in order to enrage the people so that what would happen, or what did happen, would happen. I know that. I know that we are forward deployed and we are able to support anywheres on the planet within hours. I know that because I was forward deployed. I was combat deployed 2 times as part of the forward deployment. So I know what our capabilities are. Bringing our boys home, that hasn't happened. We are still there, right? We're out of the one country, but we're into other countries. We have started brand new things. We just had people die in building a dock. I do not understand why the Seabees were not involved in that, but okay.
Okay, you brought the soldiers home, but then you burnt the flag and took a knee and left the men who fought for all our freedom homeless on the street. Build
They didn't bring the people home.
back better, there'll be violence and riots until you Bible thumpers learn to fall in line and trust us east. Okay, you brought the soldiers home, but then you burnt the flag and took a knee and left them.
I have zero problems with burning the flag or taking the knee. You will never catch me doing it, right? But I am not going to aggress on you for disrespecting a piece of cloth. We have talked about this extensively. I love that cloth. It is the only flag I will ever fly. It has been the rallying cry for me and my people for, 200 years now, 250 years now. And so I love it. But you do have the right to desecrate it. You have the right to do terrible things. You don't have the right to aggress upon other people. You don't. But other than that, you got a lot of leeway in what you are allowed to do as a human being. We have rules in our civilization, so you don't get to take somebody else's flag and burn it. But if you bought it, you can burn it. If you want to take a knee, take a knee. If you don't want to stand up, don't stand up. If you don't like my country, you don't have to be here. You're choosing to.
Men who fought for all our freedom homeless on the street. Build back better, there'll be violence and riots until you Bible thumpers learn to fall in line and trust the science.
That is where I take extreme exception. I am not aggressive. If you know me at all, if you have paid attention at all to my videos, you know that. That is where I will get aggressive. There is defense and aggression, right? I am not trying to go out and hurt anyone. But if you are coming for me and it's me or you, it is me every single time.
We ain't ever backing down from all you pedos and tyrants. The right
Bet.
is fighting the system, the left designed to divide us. And that's clown talk. All you got is mean tweets, free speech. Call the cops. Dog, you defunded the police. This country will be better off without all you freaks. This is America, homie. If you don't like it, you can leave.
Bet. Like I just said, you are choosing to be here. Like, I'm not mad at you. Stay, make your bank. I don't care. You're not going to hang around me talking shit, but you're free to talk shit, right? I'm not going to associate with you if you're one of those people. I'm just not. I love the block button on TikTok so much. Like, so much. I scroll through and I'm like, oh, look, idiot. It's great. Like, YouTube doesn't have that, right? It has a don't recommend this channel to me, and it has a hide this user from channel, but there's no real block function.
You on the left.
But over here on YouTube, honestly, we don't get all the retardedness. It's true. I get some stupid comments, but it is not much.
They put you on the right. They tell you what they hate, then they tell you who to fight. Till you're screaming. Screaming. They put you on the right. They put you on the left. They tell you who they hate. They do anything to get you screaming. Screaming. No president will ever give a damn about the truth. It don't matter who's the winner, cause the people always lose. No president will ever...
See, that's not true, though. See, that's the part. Because we do. Like, I know that he is a brash dude, and people don't really like him, but he didn't want to run for this. He has been harmed financially by this. He has been defamed by people who used to hold him up as an idol. That is all true. And this man is out there sacrificing for the people. And I firmly believe that. He he didn't need to do it for greed. He had the money. I know people like to say, well, he had 5 failed businesses out of 500 and something, right? He had 5 ventures that went bad. That is part of entrepreneurship. Other than that, the dude makes money. He has not been broke my whole life. Bankruptcy is part of business structure. That happens. It doesn't mean that the entire organization is broke. It means that this particular part did not work the way we wanted it to, and we need to pay off our debts in a way that is manageable. That is what bankruptcy is for the most part on the corporate level. I think that man is actually fighting for us. I think that there are other people, Congressman Massey for one. I believe that they are out there actually fighting for us. They are few, they are far between, but they are out there. Most of them have been forced into the position. They are not out there volunteering to be a senator. They're not out there volunteering to be a congressman. The people around them have pestered them enough that they go and do it, or they have seen a need that they feel like they can fix, and they go and do it. They are the informed, active electorate. That is what we need. We need informed, active electorate. Most of the time, Republicans don't even go to vote. That is not smart.
Break the system from inside. It's a deep state plan dividing us into sides.
Take local control. I talk about that so many times. Local control. If you're controlling your locality, the big stuff doesn't really matter.
It don't matter if you're left, right, black, white, red, blue, conservative or liberal, rich, poor, me, you, Republican or Democrat, old, young, mean, cool. They promise us our freedom, but then all we get is free doom.
Bad.
Put you on the left, they put you on the right. They tell you what to hate, then they tell you who to fight. Till you're screaming, screaming. They put you on the right, they put you on the left. They tell you who to hate, they do anything to get you screaming, screaming.
Shout out Nova. Y'all make sure y'all get back over to Tom's page, give him a like, share, and a sub, throw him a comment, and let him know you appreciate what he is doing. I have deep dived into these subjects because I believe that we can change these things. We can make a difference. We have to ensure that the people we are electing are actually there for us. It is hard because most of the people who are there have volunteered for the job, and that means that they are not doing it correctly. It should be a service that is entered into reluctantly but willingly, and you go in, you serve your thing, you do your time, you act honorably, and you leave. You should get out. You shouldn't have to have a term limit. Like, I don't like the idea of term limits because then you can't reward the people who are doing the right thing, who are actually in there advocating for their constituents, whether or not that means the national level agrees with it or not. If they are there fighting for their constituents, they should be able to stick around. But if they're not, they should be gone. But it is up to us to make sure they're gone. I have people I am voting against, right? There are people in the party that I align with that I am voting against because I do not like their actions. I will vote independent. That is an option in my state. And so that's what I'm going to do. Now, Trump's got my vote 100%. Like, he has to really mess up and not this bull crap, pull it out your butt. Like, I have a video on why I have no problem voting for a criminal, because I know how the justice system works. I know that it's corrupt. I know what happened to him was a railroad job. I understand all the mechanics that the other side wants to ignore. I don't like the sides. I am as center as you can possibly be and want to conserve our nation. I am a very left-leaning conservative. I think you should be able to choose who shares your genitals. I have no problems with that. I believe that you can throw a seed in the ground and grow a plant and pick it and use it however you want. I think everybody should be armed to the teeth as much as you are comfortable owning. If you want a warship, do it, baby. If you want a tank, go for it. If you want a missile launcher, go ahead. You're not going to use it because the guy next door's got the same shit, and he will catch you if you do. That's how we end gun violence. Give everybody weapons. These incidents happen where there is no protection for a reason. I'm going to go ahead and start wrapping this one up. I enjoyed the hell out of this. Tom, this was great. This was one of the better ones. The better political ones, right? Nothing is ever going to touch Gang, but this is one of the better ones. And I really enjoyed it. It gave me a lot to talk about because there's a lot to talk about. There's a lot of bull. The right has its bull. It does. I'm not going to deny that. But It is nothing compared to what's coming from the other side. The things that the other side are spitting are wild, like absolutely wild. And people believe some pretty insane things. You need to be informed, right? Do your own informing. I don't want to say the other word because there's an algorithm, but do your own informing of yourself. Go and read the documents. That's why I did what I did with the Constitution and the Federalist Papers. We read through them so that we knew what they meant. I read them so that you don't have to. You can go back and listen to me do my vocal therapy. Anyway, if you go back and see Tom, give me a like, share, and a sub. And if you like what I'm doing, do the same for me. Give me a like, share, and a sub. Throw me a comment. Let me know you appreciate what I'm doing. If you really like what I'm doing, hit me with the super things. It will be greatly appreciated. To the crew, thanks for hanging out. I appreciate every single minute that you are here with me, and I am praying for you every single day. Until next time, I love you. God loves you. You are perfect, whole, and complete, just the way that you are. And this has been Pitt's Take. Peace.